Ashe family, this is Armand Rose, always bringing you the truth. Okay, family, so today's video is about the Matrix. I've seen a couple of people, um, make videos about the Matrix and what it means and the 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 the, um, the hidden messages in the movie and stuff like that. I haven't seen the movie. I'm not here to. I mean, people are doing a great job of doing that, but break it down. Let me break it down further and tell you guys what the matrix is, what a matrix is. There's more than one matrix. Um, if and I don't want to get into metaphors, and I don't want to get into illusions. I don't believe in those things. I've already showed you. Anybody talking about this is an illusion, I put out the challenge as you see. Once again, Armand Boombaye is undefeated. Nobody's going to take that a challenge because if this is truly an illusion and you can project this facade, take a gun, put it to your head, pull the trigger, reverse that act, and come back to life. If this is an illusion, you should be able to kill yourself and come back to life. Okay. Um, Once again, that is a matrix that somebody is plugged into. Okay, so here we go, getting into the definition. So I want to start off with the origins of the word. The origins of the word. It meant womb. Okay, it meant womb. It is Latin. It's a late Middle English. Matrix meant womb. Okay, or a breeding female. Later womb from matter. Okay, now it has a lot of definitions. It has a mathematic definition, it has a biological definition, but let's just go with what people, I don't even think people use it in the proper term right now. But let's just go with the new definition of matrix. Now remember, the origins was womb or breeding female. Okay? Listen to the number one definition: an environment or material in which something develops, a surrounding medium or structure. Now, check this out. Listen to this. Free choices become the matrix of human life. Free choices becomes the matrix of human life. Like I said, let's break all of this down. Okay? The environment of or matter which something develops. Once again, the original one was womb. But that's not totally. Now, the way they're using it right now is how they get into the movies, is how they get into programming, is how we get into, I want to say, rituals and habits that nobody is challenging right now. Nobody challenge all these rituals and shit that we do. Some of the conscious community is doing that, but you know, we're so blind to the fact that we are caught up in a lot of matrix, not just one matrix. We're caught up in many matrix. Okay, an environment or material which something develops. Okay, let's use the jab. Let's talk about the jab real quick. When it first came out, didn't it say black people couldn't get it? That's what I was told. Black and brown people, we were immune to it. Then they said babies was immune to it. See, that's the matrix. This box right here. And when you listen to people keep talking, that's the matrix that you're receiving information from, that you're just running with it and not challenging anything because you're caught up into it. You get up every day and you turn that on. Now, a lot of people have explained to you how you get out of the matrix, and Neo, the character Neo, And you guys, like I said, I ain't seen the new one. I'm not going to watch. Probably not watch the new one. Knows how to unplug from the matrix and then come back in. Come back in and he unplugs from the matrix. That's all you do with certain matrix. This is a matrix. Unplug from it every now and again. This TV is a matrix. Unplug from it every now and again. Church is a matrix. Unplug from it every now and again. The news is a matrix. Unplug for it now and again. TMZ is a matrix. But the biggest matrix of it all is social media. You know, a lot of people get their information and they don't research I've always told you, research your research. When you start diving into stuff, research what they're talking about. Research what you found. If you found 20 things, now your job should be to research 20 things. If you're researching one thing and you find 20 different topics of that one thing, you got to research all 20 to get an understanding of what's going on. Okay. Um, the second part is a surrounding medium or structure. Like I said, it has an earth tone to it, the matrix, because I think it's a layer of gems or a layer of crystals. Um, that's really not important to me, you know, unless you're into frequencies and stuff like that. Then we can dig deeper and go into that. And free choice to become the matrix of human life. Do y'all hear that? Free choice to become the matrix of human life. Y'all got to realize that this world is 90% evil, 90% backwards. We're black people confuse me the most because we're so comfortable with lies and traditions that we won't challenge a lie, we won't question a lie, and we won't change a tradition. We'll get up every morning knowing that Jesus is fake and thank him. Knowing, I mean, you cannot tell me somebody knows about Jesus and not plugged into one of these matrix and have read Jesus is fake and have not done the investigation. I see intelligent people 2 days ago. I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. What has he done for you, man? What has that man actually done for you on his birthday? Prove it. That is his birthday. Prove that that's his birthday. Now, free choice. We're talking about free choice now. It becomes the matrix of human life. See, when you choose to unplug from all this shit, you're going to. You're going to. You're going to. Because, like I said, the matrix is deeper than just, um, I don't know. It's just deeper than just a movie. You know, the matrix of life, man. Getting up every morning with going to a 9 to 5. That's a matrix. Getting up, becoming a student, becoming a master teacher. That's a matrix. Whether you're conscious about it or whether you're um, being trained and conditioned, it's still a matrix. If you're plugging into me, the few people that do follow me, the few people that do plug into me, I'm a matrix. I am where something develops. Going back to the womb definition, to the origins of it, ideas develop. I'm giving you ideas. I'm trying to spark thinking. I'm trying to spark people to read. I'm trying to motivate people to, even like I said, even if you want to challenge me, the only way you're going to challenge me is to go read something. That's all I want to do. That's all I want to do. Now, it just depends on what you're plugging into. It just depends on what you're plugging into. Anything could be a matrix because it's going to program you. Unfortunately, what most people don't understand is when you do watch something, when you do eat something, when you do drink something, it's programming you. And you have to unplug from it every now and again. You have to know how to unplug from it. You have to have that willpower, that strength to unplug from these things. And most people don't want to do that. Most people live by a talk show. Most people get up every day or have it recorded and come home every day, sit down and plug into some bullshit. Whether it, whether it be a talk show, and now y'all can remember our grandparents, right? Our grandparents, I don't think the era is ever going to be as big as it was back in the day when I grew up. You did not talk during the Price is Right. You talk during the Price is Right, you got something thrown at your head. My grandmother plugged into that every day. Every day. So that's a matrix. It's not just one thing. It's the programming. It's not just the TV. It's not just saying, "Oh man, it's the TV," because you got information right here. This is a matrix. Now you got each individual from that matrix. You have from that one ideology. You have several different little plugs that you can plug into. TikTok, Facebook, um, YouTube. You know, the endless number of fucking social media platforms out there that you can plug into. It's all about what you're plugging into. It's all about how you're being programmed. And like I said, most of us are comfortable with lies and traditions. So we won't even challenge anything. So to get away from the matrix, to unplug from the matrix, you have to get away from it for a second. Turn the TV off. How many times have I asked you guys to turn TV off? Turn the radio. Radio is a matrix. Radio is a matrix. You have people that are making millions of dollars talking on the radio. Radio is a matrix because people tune in. Football is a matrix. Basketball is a matrix. Whether it was TV or not, they're going to make millions of dollars. Right now, they're going to make billions of dollars. TV adds a lot of money, but if something happened to the networks right now, you're going to go to the game. People are going to go to the games. They're going to buy that $25 beer. They're going to buy that $20 program. So we're plugged in. Even to a physical place to go somewhere, it's a matrix. Sometimes you got to pull away from that. I understand, man. I'm not trying to bash nobody for doing what they like to do. Whether it's a release, whether you're a fanatic, whether it's something that you enjoy doing, whether it's quality time with your wife or family. Sometimes it's a negative thing because once again, you are being programmed. Ideas are being subliminally put into your head and directly put into your head. Like I said, we can use the jab. How many information have you heard about the jab? Kids couldn't get it. Now kids can get it. Don't worry about vaccinating your babies. Hey, go vaccine your babies. Oh, if you're vaccinated, you can still catch it and pass it on to people. The NFL people are saying, hey, if you have no symptoms, because now if you've been vaccinated, you cannot get it or pass it on to somebody. I mean, you can get it, but you can't pass it on to somebody. What the kind of sense does that make? And then people believe this shit. But once again, here's the thing. Here's the thing that really struck me. Free choice becomes the matrix of human life. Free choice. So here's the jab. You done gave me all this information about the jab. I am aware of everything that you've told me. I am aware of everything that I have done my own research. I agree with some of the things that you're saying, but I also see the conflicts. I also see the conflicts of what you're telling me. So it's my choice. This is all I'm talking about is free choice, family. It's my choice to take it or not to take it. Because I can still catch it. I can still pass it on. Now you're lying and said that if I take it, I can catch it, but I can't pass it on to someone. Go look at the NFL guidelines when they talked about it. Just happened like a week ago. Not even a week ago. So all this information that we're getting about something It should be my choice to do something. That's what freedom is all about, right? We're under we're under medical martial law right now. We're under medical martial law right now. So once again, the matrix can be a good thing. The matrix doesn't have to be you plugged into some bullshit all the time and you just going with the flow. You gotta unplug from that shit. You gotta question the shit. Even if you still gonna be into it, question it. That's how you unplug. But that's what the true matrix is. That's what a matrix is. A matrix, you know, womb. And then the first one is an environment or material. See, material in which something develops. That's a womb. That's your mind. This is a matrix. Your mind is a matrix. Once again, this is a matrix. You plug into me. I'm giving you information to create ideas. That's my whole. Well, I shouldn't say that's my whole journey in life, but that is a big part of my journey in life, and it's the truth. Give me the truth. Like I said, sometimes you have to. Once you become conscious, and see, this is part of the matrix, the movie. Once you become conscious of where you are and what's going on, then you can unplug from that thing, and then you can also question everything. Now, once again, this is not an illusion. This is real world. This is real world. I've put the challenge out there for all these people that think life is an illusion. Kill yourself. Bring yourself back to life. Since this is an illusion, no, this is the real world. It's not. This is not. This is not some bullshit. But I will say this is a game. I will say this is a very well structured infrastructure. When you have a program, you have a program master. You have somebody controlling that program. So this is the thing that I'm talking about. This is the matrix. The matrix is whatever program you're listening to, whether it's good, bad, like even music. Even music. If you listen to a certain type of music every day, all day, it affects you. Music. I should have led off with music. Music is a great example of being plugged into a matrix because you have so many, just the box of music, you have so many ways and places to plug in. You can plug into hip hop, you can plug into country, you can plug into soul, you can plug into classical, you can plug into top 40, you can plug into so many genres. But when you plug into something, it's going to affect you, it's going to program you, it's going to affect you, family. I'm sorry, it just does. I mean, I know y'all heard this before, but you are what you eat. And you are what you listen to. You are what you plug into every day. It becomes you. You become it. That's what, but the free choice that the people that are thinking, that's going to be the new matrix. You guys need to start thinking. You guys need to start. That's what this is about. That's what this is about. You know, um, yeah, man, it's been on my head because I've seen people talk about the matrix and they going into all this other bullshit that doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Once again, everything is a matrix. If you get up every day and play a video game, you are caught into that matrix. Like I said, the TV is just a vessel. You got kids that are socially incompetent. You got grown men that are in their 20s that are socially incompetent because they plugged into playing Call of Duty 24/7. They're weird. You can't talk to them. They don't like to meet people in public. Their whole life is this. Their whole life is that. That's another good one. And once again, this is something that you guys can think about, because I'm only giving you the tip of the iceberg. Now, Facebook is starting this meta shit. Now, my understanding from meta is you'll be able to create your own virtual world. And you're going to plug into it. You're going to give your ideas, your thought patterns. You're going to give all this stuff to this to this creation. And once again, we're diving further and deeper into matrix, but we're not pulling away from it. Like I said, we're too caught up into lies and traditions. So if it goes that way with Meta, I'll probably be only on YouTube. I probably won't have a Facebook. Because I'm not going to plug into that. I'm not going to put my essence into that. Okay. If there's a way to control it where I can just still do this, talk to you guys and share videos, I'll still do it. But other than that, I'm not plugging into it. Okay. Like I said, I mean, only time this is on is I probably watch highlights and History Channel and laugh at that shit. Now, I'm my show was ancient history or ancient something. But they said some shit the last time I watched it. I was like, nah, I'm good with you, man. I'm good with you, dog. I'm cool. Now, yeah. But anyway, man, hopefully you guys get it. Hopefully you guys understand that everything can be a matrix. You know, your job, your education process, your girlfriend, your woman, your girlfriend or your boyfriend. You could be so caught up into that. That's your world. That's your matrix. All your ideas are coming from that space. That's your matrix. Okay. So just giving you the true definitions, going back to the origins, it's creation. It's creation. It's thought process. It's life. You know. But once again, this world is 90% evil. So you got to understand where to plug in and who to get your information from. All right, Hotel family.